Good morning. We want to welcome each of you that has made it here today with us. Our first item of business is public comment, and as of the appropriate time, we have received no public comment. So that being the case, we will move on. And this June 8th, 2025 meeting is called to order, and we want to just mention it's been a good year. We've last week or so has been very busy for people at the Education Center, for teachers and so forth. Now maybe they can relax a little bit over the summertime. First item is invocation. I'll turn it over to fellow board member Mark Gerson.
Thanks. So it's June, and we know that means Father's Day is coming up. So I want to spend a few minutes today thanking our dads, thinking about the importance of that. In our culture, moms seem to get more credit and more thanks, and that's probably deserved. They are the superheroes of most families, especially the single moms. They're even made that way. God's built them to be nurturing and loving and caring. That just sometimes dads don't get those God-given abilities. But I want to take a few minutes to remember dads. In many cases, dads are the ones coaching their kids' teams or taking little Johnny out every night to throw him pop flies or throw him batting practice or shoot baskets or whatever. Dads also, and moms, but in many cases, dads are bringing home the paycheck, working hard, and doing a lot of things that sometimes get forgotten. And I just want to take a moment to remember that. And not just on Father's Day. Let's hope all the people watching that have dads, hopefully you'll do something fun on Father's Day, but year round. And also, dads get stuck sometimes doing some of the tough things like discipline. And that is never fun. Not that moms don't discipline, but in many cases it's the dads that do that. And it's important. They need to be respected for that. And I bring that up for a reason. 85% of those in prison in America, and this is many studies have shown this, grew up without a dad in the home. And you can see the result. So many of those young kids, especially the boys, end up in prison. That's a fact. And you could look at study after study. 30% of all kids in America right now are living in a home with no man. And probably over 50% without their biological dad. So I want to challenge the dads out there, the young men, our high school men, do the right thing. If you're going to be a dad, stick around. If you're going to get married, be responsible before you have kids. Our country needs you. There is a huge problem with a lack of men standing up to be dads. And that's very sad, and our prisons are full of it. A few years ago, I was at a Promise Keepers event, and they were talking about how Hallmark had a bunch of extra Mother's Day cards, and so they asked the prisoners, would you guys like Mother's Day cards? And there was a huge interest. So they were like thousands and thousands. So they thought, well, next year, hey, let's do it for Father's Day. And it was crickets. None of them wanted it. So anyway, I don't want to end on a downer. My point was, let's thank our dads. Let's appreciate them. And those of us who are dads, let's step it up, make sure we're there, and we're taking care of our families. So let's bow for a moment for a word of prayer. Father God, I want to thank you for all the dads in our community that spend time with their kids, loving on their kids, coaching their kids, disciplining their kids. I want to lift up especially our young men in high schools that are getting ready to graduate, help them to be godly men, godly fathers. And thank you for this time. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Gerson. Next, we will have our Pledge of Allegiance. I'll call on Nathan Pope, our Chief Information Officer.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, thank you. And, you know, those of us who made it to the project graduation, Nathan, you did a really good job with that, and it moved well. We had a lot of students there participating, and it's just a fantastic event. And sadly to say, we're one of very few districts in the state of North Carolina that do that. And we're well blessed that we have a facility that is conducive to it, and also that we have people, Nathan and many people here at the Education Center that helped put this together and make it very successful. So thank you. Next is approval of the agenda. Do I hear a motion we approve the agenda as presented?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion, we approve the agenda as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have a consent item, and that is including our minutes from our work session on May the 5th, and also our regular board meeting on May 12th. So do I hear a motion that we approve the May 2026 Board of Education meeting minutes, those being items 5A and 5B?
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have announcements, and I'm going to turn it over to our superintendent, Dr. Thomas Howe, for those.
Thank you, Chairman Fennell. First of all, I want to welcome the Benj family this morning. They're coming in. I bet you never thought you would graduate on a Friday and have to come back to school on a Monday, did you? We appreciate you coming in on this early morning. Board members and community members, I just want to make you aware of some things going on. We started our summer meals programs this past week, where we have sites at Dudley Shoals Elementary and Gamewell Elementary. And this last week, we had a 2-hour shift, and within that shift, we handed out 1,541 boxes of food, which equates to 21,574 meals. And the way we do it is it's a congregate feeding where the children get meals for breakfast and lunch for the entire week, and then they come back the next week. And just a reminder to our community that is open to all kids birth through 18 in Caldwell County, and you just have to show up at those sites, and they will help you get your food for that. Also, board members, I want to let you know that last week we had an entourage of employees go down to Raleigh to the State Board of Education meeting, where they had discussions with the State Board of Education about our educational prep program that we've been working on for the last 2 years. And I'm happy to say, with the leadership of Angie Johnson, that was approved officially by the State Board of Education on Thursday. And so we are ready to move forward with the plans for making that come to fruition, which will in turn help us recruit and retain teachers in our school district. We're very happy and proud of that. And also thanks to the HR department, Adrienne, and her mentors as well, for the work that they've done on that.
Dr. Howe, on
Yes,
that, how soon can we be up and running? This next school year, or is it going to take another year?
We're thinking probably spring.
Well, it could be as early as July.
As early as July? Okay.
Of this year, like next month? Hallelujah.
And what's interesting is we've already had other districts reaching out to us, asking us if we're going to open it up.
Yeah, because they're going to pay for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're very excited about that. Just want to give a summer message to our employees at home. Just want to give you the 3 R's. And, usually we give the kids the 3 R's. This time it's your 3 R's. My request for you is to rest, get lots of sleep, sleep in, refresh yourself, go on vacation, do some things that you haven't got to do lately, and then just relax. Relax and enjoy your time, because August will be coming around quicker than you can think about it. So just want to thank you for that. The last day for our teachers is June the 9th. And then we have some upcoming meetings, board members. On June 29th, we will have our end of fiscal year budget work session at 8 a.m. And then we'll have our normal July 7th work session at 8 a.m. and our July 13th board meeting at 8 a.m. as well. And that's all I have, Chairman Finn.
All right, thank you, Dr. Howe. Now, we won't keep the Benj family any longer here, but we're going to go ahead and recognize Danica. I'm going to call on Nathan Pope again, our Chief Information Officer, and we're going to welcome y'all as you come up and shake your hands here shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Superintendent Howell, and members of the board. I'm delighted to recognize Ms. Benj. The Goodnight Scholars Program is one of the most prestigious scholarships at NC State and throughout the state of North Carolina. It is awarded to high-achieving students pursuing STEM or education fields and recognizes individuals who demonstrate not only academic excellence, but also a strong commitment to community leadership. So we're proud to celebrate West Caldwell High School student Danica Benj, who was selected as a North Carolina State University Goodnight Scholar.
We're going to ask all of y'all to come up and get in this picture with us.
Hey there, how you doing? Good to see y'all. Y'all proud? Proud now.
One, two.
Hold on. James, you get it? Yes, sir. Okay, very good. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So proud.
Congratulations.
That's a great honor.
I think we all are, buddy.
That's a great honor. I say, that's amazing. Oh, yeah. Keep us informed.
And it didn't start. No problem.
She has the cutest little southern accent.
That help people who want to pursue that
Yeah.
if necessary.
Congratulations.
Bye, Danica. Have a fun summer.
Thank you.
Members of the board, as you return to your seats, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the accomplishments of the class of 2026 in Caldwell County Schools. I think one of the greatest evidence of a wonderful school district is what our students are able to accomplish. There were 814 graduates in the Caldwell County Schools class of 2026. Together, they earned approximately more than $27 million in scholarships cumulatively. They earned 1,840 college acceptances and completed 16,435 college credit hours while in high school. Based on North Carolina tuition cost averages, this is equivalent to more than $5 million in college tuition saved for their families. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Okay, next item on our agenda is the board needs to go into closed session. Do I hear a motion that the board go into closed session?
Chairman Pennell, I move we go into closed session to consider confidential personnel matters under North Carolina General Statute 143-318-11A1, 115C-321, and to consider attorney-client consultation under 143-318.11A3.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the motion passes. We'll be in closed session. And we do expect that there will be some action once we come back in the room here. So we will be gone. I don't think it's going to take very long, but we will be in closed session.
Are we going down?
I don't know, I guess.
Third call for him. Let's pull him. Once they get settled in, they'll be back. Started it, so that was low. It was burning like crazy. Wham! Now, it got started. It got big stumps, it didn't stop it. Go ahead.
Does that count? Yes, too.
the budget back in 17, but I think that you brought base in your contract.
Well, my thought was, is when you pour your concrete, when you put your rail in, you're gonna have.
The one on my smaller project. We make sure they got clothes in there.
They should just swing down and put back.
Yeah, I mean,
I know there's cradles down there.
John mentioned this, I'm pretty sure that.
We can at least set
Thank you, Chairman Pennell. I have a few items for you to consider for approval. The first one is item 9A, which is our spring 2026 policy revisions for approval. And I'd like to make a motion to, ask for a motion to approve the spring policy revisions as presented.
Do I hear a motion that we approve the spring policy revisions as presented?
Chairman Pennell, I make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have talked about these, had these, for some period of time. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you, Chairman Pennell. The next up is administrative recommendations for new contracts. I respectfully request a motion for approval of the following candidates for an assistant principal position for 2-year contracts. That would be Katie Wright for Dudley Shoals Elementary, Ashley Jenkins for South Caldwell High School, Heather Webb for Valmead Elementary, and Elijah Reese for West Caldwell High School.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve Katie Wright to go to Dudley Shoals Elementary as assistant principal, 2-year contract. Ashley Jenkins, South Caldwell, assistant principal, 2-year contract. Heather Webb to Valmead Elementary, assistant principal for a 2-year contract. And Elijah Reese, West Caldwell High School, assistant principal for a 2-year contract. Do I hear a motion to that effect?
Chairman Pennell, I'll make the motion, we approve the contracts for the aforementioned individuals.
Okay, do I hear a second?
I second the motion.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. And then the next section, Chairman Pennell, is for information only. There are some transfer moves of administrators in the district that I want to make you aware of. All of these are under continuing contracts, and their pay rates will all stay the same. They're held harmless for any moves. The first one I want to make you aware of is Dr. Katie Elliott. As you know, we're redoing our alternative learning programs, and she will be the principal overseeing Gateway, Horizons, and Caldwell Online for the school year starting July 1st of 2026. And we're very excited for her to begin that. In addition, I have some other assistant principal moves. Todd Griffin will be assigned to South Caldwell High School. Chrissy Byerly will be assigned to Horizons Elementary. Marcia Kinley will be assigned to Lower Creek Elementary. Kim Clark will be assigned to William Lenore Middle. And Julie Hall will be assigned in a split position between West Caldwell High School, Gamewell Middle School, and Gamewell Elementary School. And those are just for your information, Chairman Pennell, and that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Howell. Next, I'd like to call on Mr. David Johnson, CEO and Finance Assistant Superintendent.
Good morning, Chairman Pennell, board members, and Dr. Howell. I've got 3 amendments this morning. The first is budget amendment number 11 for the State Public School Fund. It's in the amount of $8,075. The second one is budget amendment number 12 for the Federal Grant Fund in the amount of $19,608. And the final one is budget amendment number 13. It is for the Special Grants Fund in the amount of $922,593.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve Amendment 11, State Public School Fund, Amendment 12, Federal Grant Fund, and Amendment 13, Special Grant Fund as presented by Mr. Johnson?
I'll make the motion, we approve all 3 amendments.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions?
What does that bring our total budget to? You know, right off the top of your head, Dave?
Sorry, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I've got it written down here, and I just missed it. Total for the budget, if these are approved, will be $146,857,080.13.
Thank you.
Okay, any other comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson, appreciate it. And next, Dr. Katrina McCallum.
Good morning, Chairman Pennell, members of the Board of Education, and Dr. Howe. This morning, anytime we make changes to an approved plan, for example, in this case, academically and intellectually gifted plan, anytime we make changes to a plan that has already been submitted to DPI, we have to bring it back to the board for local board approval, and then we will resubmit it to DPI. So this morning, I am asking for approval of the revisions that we made in Caldwell County Schools AIG plan for the 2025 through 2028 school years.
Okay, and something that we discussed thoroughly in their recent work session.
Yes, sir.
Do I hear a motion that we approve the revised AIG 2026-2028 plan as has been presented?
I'll make the motion to approve the AIG plan.
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Any questions, comments?
Can I make, I know there was, I'm just confirming, I think I know this. There was a letter sent out that explained the changes, so for the public that is listening, the parents have all got made aware of this, how this is all working.
Yes, sir. We are not removing the program. I think there was some misconception out there that we saw on social media that we were doing away with our AIG program. We are not doing away with our AIG program. We're just changing the way that we serve our students. So the goal is to have more services and more teachers certified to work with our AIG students than what we currently have.
Okay.
Good
Thank
idea.
you.
Good idea.
Any other questions or comments? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McKellar. Next, Andy Pools, Auxiliary Services Assistant Superintendent.
Good morning, Chairman Pennell, Vice Chair Becker, members of the board, and Dr. Howell. This morning, I'd like to present to you for your approval the adoption of a $65 fee for students wishing to take driver's education. The cost for providing the service to students has continued to increase and has outpaced the funding provided by the state. General Statute 115C-215 allows for districts to charge this fee to help offset costs, and there will be a process for a waiver of the fee for those who demonstrate an economic hardship. I'm requesting your approval at this time.
Do I hear a motion that we approve an increase in the driver's ed fee?
I just want to make a clarification. Andy mentioned it, but again, for parents watching, comes down to it, what the state's given us is not covering our costs for the driver's ed period. We're putting in, what, $50,000 or more dollars every year?
I anticipate this year being around $41,000.
Right. So this $65 fee that each parent will pay will help cover our costs on that. And people who are on a certain income level can apply for a grant and they can still get it for free. Just nice. And, yeah.
So will the driver's ed contracted people be the ones who collect the money, or
No, this
will
will have
staff?
to be collected by school officials.
Makes sense.
So teacher, or will that be
It'll be done
determined?
through the office. We're going to try to encourage as many of them to use the online payment platform.
That's great.
It'll be the easiest way for us to kind of keep track of it. We also have to have an accounting of all the fees we collect, so that'll be the easiest way for us to track it.
All right, thank you.
Do I hear a motion that we approve the $65 fee for driver's ed?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any further comments or questions? And we've talked about this in work session as well, and there's overwhelming number of districts across the state that charge. And
114.
everybody in our general vicinity pretty much. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Poole. Thank you very much. Next, we have Assistant Superintendent Adrian Dula.
Good morning, Chairman Pennell, board members, and Dr. Howe. I have several items for your review and approval. Item A is human resources, usual and customary personnel informational items. These are just for information. You've had them to review. Do you have any questions? Okay, letter B, or item B, human resources, usual and customary personnel items as it relates to contracts. You have these in front of you, so I respectfully request approval for this item.
Do I hear a motion we approve the human resources usual and customary contract items as it relates to personnel?
Chairman Pennell, I move we approve the human resources usual and customary personnel items as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Item C is also, I'm requesting an action on human resources, usual and customary personnel items for teacher contracts for 1 year. These are 1-year contracts to rehire teachers. So I respectfully request approval of this item.
Do I hear a motion that we approve the human resources usual and customary personnel item as it relates to the 2026, 2027 teachers for rehiring of a 1-year contract?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second the motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
And my final item, item B, I'm requesting a motion to approve the human resources usual and customary personnel items for the 26-27 board transfers, or for the June board transfers for the 26-27 school year.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the June board transfers for 2026, 2027?
I make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Dula. Anything else? Dr. Howell?
No, sir.
Do I hear a motion that we adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And the motion passes. We are adjourned, and we will have our next meeting at the end of the month, our finance meeting. All right, thanks for being here today.